Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here. How are we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Epic 7, and today is going to be a scuffed video. It's going to be scuffed because we're going to go through the Epic 7 videos. I'm not sure a better way to do this. And look at what heroes came out in 2022. And just get an idea of them and see how they feel now. Like, how much do I enjoy them now, you know? And, I've been away for about a week. I've been just mentally exhausted. No excuse. I just haven't been all there. So, sorry for that, but Happy New Year, all those shenanigans. And let's just scroll through this. And this is going to be a messy video, but hopefully it's fun because we have to scroll through all their videos. And, every time there's like a new hero announcement, and I scroll down to a year ago. So everything from here is new. And anytime they put in a new hero, they always release a video for it. So first one we have 11 months ago is Piera. And Piera was one of those ones that she was a big changer, right? Like really, really, really big change to Epic 7, I feel. I'm not sure in the RTA sense, but in terms of the Guild Wars sense, she had such a massive impact because you really added that secondary speedster or the third speedster or the fourth speedster. Basically, so many Guild Wars now just have one team, each team have like a Piera or a Ran or a Sea Lily. It's basically a speedster on both sides. So you can no longer like speed contest one and then slow the other. You have to kind of have an answer to two speed contests. And I think that's both a good and a bad thing. She was massively loved for some reason, and I really enjoyed her. She was a lot of fun. I especially think anybody who can hold RNL, Rihanna and Luciella, is especially fun for me because being able to do that and then like slamming somebody with a stun, just absolutely amazing. We then have another one here, which is Lionheart Sirmia, and this one's kind of interesting to me because I know how much people love Lionheart Sirmia. And I do too, but I never really got attached to her. I have her, but I don't really use her. Every time I use her, it hasn't worked too well. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with Lionheart Sirmia. I really don't. Maybe it's something I need to revisit because I definitely feel like I should be giving her some more love. I kind of forgot she came out this recently. It's kind of wild to think about because this was posted 11 months ago. So we've got somebody playing games at work. And then we have the Happy Lunar New Year. This was really fun as well. And then it goes a bit before we get a new unit. And the next one is Villainous Vivian. This is the skin, right? Yeah, this is just the skin. And we'll take a look at the skins too, because my God, this is why we'll take a look at the skins. Jesus Christ. I remember when this came out. Such a cool character. I love Vivian. Everybody loves Vivian. There's a couple of reasons why. She's just amazing. How many times will I make that joke? We then have Arbiter Vildred here, the dark version. This is a skin I didn't really care for too much. I know a lot of people like the husbando. But yeah, let's just try to stick to units, I guess. And here's a couple new units. The first one being Hwoarang, and Hwoarang did a number on the meta in the game in 2022. Holy did she ever. She completely changed everything. I feel like more so than almost any other character in the game, especially on all levels of the playing field, right? She was somebody you could use at the very start. You didn't need high speed or anything like that. You could use her anytime, anywhere, against any level of player, essentially. And especially in Guild War, I found she was just such a good answer to so many things. And when I'm looking at my gameplay now, I'm realizing Hwoarang was like the answer to so many of the units I have a problem with now. Like, for example, Senya, for example, Aravi, though I don't really have problems with Aravi anymore. She just shut them down and made it so you couldn't just wall people off like that. Of course, we all know she has now been nerfed. And as I'm looking at Hwoarang, I'm kind of like sitting there thinking, if I still had her Mola Gorod, would she still be able to answer those units? And I honestly think the answer would be yes. Like, I really just need her to kill Senya, and that's it. I don't care what else she does, just kill Senya, and I'm a-okay, you know? And I would like to do that, but I can't really afford the molas for her.
Watch and learn, kitten.
Oh my god, kitten. And then we have Olivia Hack as Bad Cat Armin. This is one I haven't really seen too many other people use, but the amount of fun she's given me, it's either through the roof or like negative, because she either fails miserably and nothing happens and everybody dies, or she goes ham and it's the greatest thing ever. I've done a bunch of showcases of the Bad Cat Armin. I really, really like her design. I think the lore behind it, and maybe not lore, but the theme of the character and what she does is just fantastic. Really happy they released this character. I think it fits perfectly. I think the VA did an insane job. I think even her knee pads are the little hearts there. Well, maybe not hearts. What are those? I'm not sure what those are, but it's just amazing. Everything about her was fantastic, and I still have fun with Bad Cat Armin to this day. If you haven't tried her out, definitely give her a shot just to have fun, you know? Like, she's a really, really good have fun unit. Then we have Aiden. And we're gonna encapsulate this all into one Aiden here, or Aden, or Aden, I'm not sure. And we know how much she is a danger now. I still see people, including myself, losing into her quite consistently in Guild War because, you know, the light version just dodges everything, and they're like, wow, I didn't expect her to dodge. And you're like, really? You didn't expect the 7,000% chance to dodge person to dodge and then kill you after? Pretty cool unit, and I think it's really good for a free unit as well. She fits in so many different teams. I like how I can use her in pure light or non-light teams. I'm really happy with what they did to Aiden. Then we've got Vigilante Leader Glenn. I honestly forgot about this guy. This is a spec change, right? Yeah, he got a spec change. I honestly completely forgot about this guy, which I think is entirely telling of how impactful he was. Basically, he just like, does he have hit rate? I can't even remember. I know I tried him, and I tried him previously before and after the buffs, and neither really worked well. I think this was definitely a miss for a character. I think they did try though, and you know, not every specialty change can be the best. And then we have, oh, I love this one too. This is a pretty good year for heroes. We have Pirate Captain Flan. And she's a bomber that actually made people really like bombs, I think. She wasn't as overwhelming as some other characters. She had insane animations. Really enjoyed just like all the things you could do with her, like the CR manipulation, the CR boosting, her art, her sitting, her chest, everything. And I did actually mean her booty chest of goods there. I didn't mean her chest. I was not making that joke a third time in the same video. Just so you know. And I really enjoyed it. I like the burn, I like the bomb, I like everything. She was a fantastic unit, and I'm so happy I ended up getting her. Then, yeah, we're not going to talk about this because this was already here. Ooh, this is a spicy one. And then we've got Arya. Arya, I'm not going to do it, chat. I'm not going to do it. Arya was another character that just absolutely so much fun. The idea behind her protecting and defending and being able to tank and just all those things is so much fun. I love self-buffing as a mage. I love the counterattacking. I love stealthing and barriering. And she's somebody I've been bringing into my play again recently. And I've been having so much fun with her. I think she was another smash hit. Just absolutely did wonders for the game, I think. And again, I'm talking not RTA specifically, but just game in general, like my enjoyment of the game, which is often Guild War or PvE or just like stuff I can use regularly that isn't RTA. We've got the adorable Flower Euphine that they gave a skin reworked 76 times. Then we have Teu. There's actually, I don't remember there being this many units in 1 year. Teu's one I feel like was a miss. I think this was in the era of try to design characters that can kill Hua Young. And ooh, we're gonna see her soon. And I just don't think he did what he was supposed to do. I tried him out quite a bit. The general idea was, where's the skill here? He's got the Dispel, he's got increased attack, he's enraged. Like, there's so many things he can do, but I just found he didn't do what he needed to do. I definitely think Teo was a little bit of a miss. I wouldn't be surprised if he got a buff of some sort, too. We've got more Aiden here as well. We've got collab rerun. We've got the awesome Meg Chloe skin. And then I think my favorite unit of the year so far, the favorite RGB unit of the year so far is Yuha. And she's another one that was designed specifically for Hwoarang. And a lot of people think she lost a lot of value once Hwoarang was nerfed, but I really think she's just still kind of insane, both in Guild War and RTA. In the same week, I had people telling me that Yuha was useless now and I shouldn't be using her, which, like, obviously people are going to tell me stuff in YouTube comments because everybody knows everything. We saw her being first picked in the actual, like, world championships. So I don't know. I think she's still fantastic. I think you can use her in basically any Guild War battle, and she can take out a unit and perhaps solo the other two after. A lot of times, I think she's fantastic, and I think she's definitely one I need to re-gear. I took off her gear to test out another unit, and I haven't put it back, and, you know, my win percentage with Yuha is just massive. It's so much higher than any other unit. I think she's just so fun. I love everything about her. I love the craziness. I just love it. She's like my favorite type of character. We have a skin here of Sirmia. We have, Sylvan Sage Vivian. This is one I kind of neglected when she came out, specifically because I didn't get her and I was stubborn and cranky. But now I have her. I picked her from my selector, and holy heck is she ever fun. She's one of my, like, tankiest units, even though she's not tanky. She does so much damage. She's just so durable. Having so much fun with this unit. And this is a really important part, is the amount of fun I'm having. I say that a lot, but just, like, being able to tank a Ravies and, like, kill them is wild to me as a, in quotes, DPS. So happy with Sylvan Sage Vivian, one of my top favorites, and I think if I got her when she came out, she may be my favorite. But I just got her. I'm just experimenting, and yeah. Okay. So we've got Alexa as well here, and this is one of the, oh my god, beautiful art. This is just the best right here. And this is one of the best specialty changes we've got, specifically for PvE and specifically for new players. Just absolutely wonderful at Wyvern, and just the idea of smashing that ball into somebody is just amazing. We then have Sharoon. And Sharoon is a little sad for me because Sharoon was definitely a miss. I tried to use her quite a bit and nothing really worked. I did Mulligore her up because I did like her design and I like the idea behind her. But just the actuality of how she worked, beautiful art, was not working. It was, in fact, the opposite of working for me. But I might try to bring her back soon, and maybe with the Sharoon out of the way, not Sharoon, maybe with Hwoarang out of the way now, she'll do a little bit better, but probably not still, right? She just wasn't exceptional. And speaking of wasn't exceptional, I forgot this person exists, which is kind of wild to forget a swimsuit unit exists. Sorry, I was looking for that specific one. There we go. Kind of wild to not remember a character with this design exists, because I loved Charlotte, I love the art, I love the character, I loved everything, but she just didn't work for me. Is this a me problem? Do you still use Summer Break Charlotte? Is this somebody I need to take back out and give a shot? Let me know in the comments. I'm really curious because I really wanted this character to work, but it definitely did not work for me. And then speaking of another unit that didn't work for me,
What do you want?
We have Moon Bunny Dominion, and the only reason Moon Bunny Dominion didn't work for me, sorry, I'm trying to find the right thing to pause on because there's a really cute art. There we go.
It looked like
the real reason she didn't work for me is because I still don't have her. She would definitely be in my wheelhouse, and I would use her regularly if I did. She's so cute. She's puffy. She's just adorable. And I think she answers a lot of the problems in the current meta that people have trouble with. I think she was definitely a hit, and I think if I had her, she would be a regular mainstay in my actual playing here. Another hit for the year I just want to mention is The Loop. If you haven't watched The Loop, they're awesome. I really enjoy watching those. They're great. Some of the best content the Epic 7 channel puts out. We then have Commander Pavel, and this is gonna be another miss for me, specifically because I don't have the character. I can't test him out. He's not somebody that's on defense, so I never fight against him. I don't really know how he does. And I wish I could say more about him, right? I wish I could say more. I haven't seen him in RTA when I watched. I haven't really seen much at all about Commander Pavel. And we've got the Full Metal Alchemist. This was a rerun, right? Or was it not? I don't remember. Either way, for a little quick trio for those. Obviously, Roy didn't do so well for me. Edward didn't either, but I know Edward has been quite a good unit. And Hawkeye is same thing for me. I never really got to use her. And I think I forgot to finish the side story because I don't have her triple S. Little bit embarrassing. More Aiden here. Serene, Purity. I don't even know what the ice one does, to be entirely honest. And then we have some problem units. Okay, so we have Lua here. And Lua seems to be a problem for sure. And the stuff she does is it's just so much, right? She just locks you down. She's hard to outspeed. She stealth. She's a problem unit. And I had fun using her, but at the same time, I didn't, if that made sense. So I definitely have her on the back burner in terms of favorite units. And I think this would actually be one of my favorite units right now if I had her. Elena is some of my favorite art here. I love the hair, the nails, everything. I really wish she was another one I could use. As you can see, a lot of these ML5s I don't have. There's not much I can say about them, especially people like Elena, who I don't see on defense, right? So I don't really know how she works. I don't know how impactful she is, and I'm really sad about that, but hopefully we'll get to test her out someday. And now we're getting into, Unbound Knight Arrow.
The Order of the Shield.
So this is another massive one, right? I don't really know what impact she did on RTA. I knew there was quite a bit of impact there. But in terms of Guild Wars, she's so stable. And I love when characters are stable like that and are able to just take all the pain and help your team take the pain. They make a lot of the problematic Guild War defenses just so much more enjoyable to fight. And that is very important to me. She's somebody I should bring in more. But the problem is, not as fun video-wise, right? Like, there's a lot of characters I would use regularly in my Guild War if I didn't make videos, right? Like, a lot of people see the teams I use and they're like, wow, of course you lost. You used this. You should have used this. And it's like, well, yeah, I could use those units, and then less people would watch my videos now than they do already, you know, which would make it difficult. But she's awesome. I really liked her. Oh, and then I see somebody here. Pure miss. This is Hwoarang 2.0 that does like 1/10 of the battle. The only good part about this, outside of the design, is Erika Ishii as the voice actress, but it's also a terrible thing because they did her voice dirty. She's so awesome. If you don't follow Erika on Twitter, you absolutely should. She's
a united prairie that enjoys peace.
So awesome. And I wish she was better. I maybe will bring her out again soon, but Aranka just didn't do her job at all. It was just not good at all. She needs some love. She needs something, right? And then we have Zio. And I personally love Zio. Of course, as an ML5 that I do have, I'm able to test him out and use him. And I think he's really, really, really one of those units I get to bring in and actually feel happy against other speedsters. If I get out speed as I'm using my Zio, it's like, yeah, I deserve that, you know? And he's also not an auto win when I bring him in, because you can still get 15%ed and lose immediately right after, right? Really happy with this character. I think he has one of the best skill 1 to skill 2 animations in the entire game, if not the actual best. I can't actually think of anybody offhand who has a better transition, you know? Like when he does the slash thing, just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful animation there. And then we have Aiden, of course, who's obviously Aiden, and then the skin. Then we have Espa. And Espa, my god. I know a lot of people were not a fan of this collab. There's been so much vocal hate towards, like, either not liking K-pop, not caring about the people, so many different things like this. But I don't think you can argue how amazing, I mean, I'm sure you can, and I'm sure you will, but how amazing these characters are. They're all designed so well. I'm happy with every single one of them. They're all incredibly fun. They all bring super semi-unique kits to the table, and they all do so many fun things. I think all 4 of these are like 4 of my top favorite units in the entire 2022. Like, I am so unbelievably happy with every single one. Giselle being the least happy just because she is the most not unique, right? Like, it's hard to make somebody that does what she does super unique. But having somebody like Karina with the extra damage and the protection is so cool. Having Ning Ning with the barrier inversion, the CR manipulation, having Winter with just the absurd amount of stuns and protection. I love Espa, and I think it was the best collab to date, and I think the characters are unmatched in terms of innovation and utility and just overall like goodness to the game. I am so happy with these characters, and I really hope they take these characters in mind as they design more characters, because they're just so good. So good. I hope y'all agree with me with that, because I just love them so much, and I think they're not overpowered, they're not weak, they're slotted into so many different places that you can use them, and they're exceptional. They're just so good. So happy with those. So yeah, those are all the characters released in 2022, and I think this might be one of the best years we've had when you combine stuff with like Espa, and again, if you don't like Espa, probably not great for you. But also getting the free-to-play units like Aiden, like Arrowell. I'm sure there were more in there. Also getting even 4-stars that were good, like the Moon Bunny Dominial. Also getting RGBs that are just fantastic, like the Lua, unfortunately, and like the not Senya, Yulha. Just a fantastic year. I think it was great, and I honestly forgot which units came out this year, and there were a few misses, right? Like, we got Aranka, who wasn't too great, and there were definitely a few in here that could have been a lot better, but overall I think they did fantastic. So yeah, I just wanted to take a look at 2022 and let me know what you think. Do you have some favorites? Do you disagree with me on some of these? Let me know in the comments down there below. So thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye everybody.